Alrighty, we're live here at Texas Motor Speedway for the Twisted Tuesday ARCA series. Getting ready for the second race of the chase. The eliminations have begun. Guys are starting to either rise to the top or think about next season. We've had pretty competitive season here in the Twisted Tuesday series, with 8 different winners, all making it into the top of the standings. People that could have made it on points alone were actually eliminated because other drivers got points. So if you didn't get a win, you couldn't just make it. As you can see, they're really competitive on the times here too. Pretty much all of the top 7, top 8 are within a tenth of a second of each other. We got Nick Gardner starting on the pole tonight with a 29.781. It's a pretty tough lap time. 29s here at Texas with the ARCA car. That's moving. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. I know this track has been changed in its configuration. Turns 1 and 2 have widened out the apron of the track. We can actually get a camera view on that. See if we can find a car that maybe go on board. No, not yet, but sure enough, we'll be on there. You guys can see it. The track has definitely changed. You kind of see where the apron disappears here in turns 1 and 2. And it's one of those configurations that actually made the car a little bit easier to pass with going into 1. But now with the way the apron transitions as part of the track almost, it's kind of like Iowa Speedway, where you don't have that banking, but you can still go down there. It's almost like they put the P11 on the track, and you can just bury it down in the corners. I don't know if it's necessarily the case with the ARCA car, but the trucks definitely drive here a lot different than they used to. And with the safer barriers, they extended the walls in the backstretch a little bit longer. And so your entry into the corner is a little bit different as well. Kind of throws the driver off, as you can see this progressive banking going into 1. If you're familiar with Texas, it's definitely changed. So again, we're getting set to go green here. I'm going to line them up. They're still qualifying. There's about 4 minutes left. So I'm going to try to pull somebody up here into the broadcast booth. See if we can get a quick word in with I believe our current point standings leader. I'm going to go back and make sure that that's the case. After last week at Bristol, it kind of threw some of these guys off. The points are all over the Points are all over the place. I can see if I can actually get. There's screenshots, but they're not loading. I don't know if that has to do with me being in streamer mode or not. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off streamer mode and see if everything is automatically turned off. Okay. So much for that. It does look like we got Richard Holland, though. We're going to pull him right on in here. Get an interview with the guy real quick. Hey, Richard Holland. It's Bradley Cooper up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Brad.
All right, buddy. We're about to go green here. I was trying to find the points. You are the points leader, correct?
Yeah, I believe so, by like 1 point over Nick or something.
Okay. So it's a tight battle. We were just talking about how competitive everything's been in this league, and especially in the ARCA car, with everybody having to win to get in, and guys that could have made it on points alone were shoved out. What's your strategy going in here tonight? Do you have to get a win, or is it going to be that competitive?
I don't think I have to get a win. I think I have like an 18-point buffer there. So I think I'm fine as long as I get a decent finish, but my mentality is I'm going to win this thing tonight. So.
Oh, that's always the mentality, buddy. That's always the approach. But good luck doing it tonight. We're just getting a little bit of insight. We were talking about turn one. We noticed last time we were here that they've changed the layout of this track, and turn one is a little bit different entry. Does it change in the ARCA car too, where you can drive it down in there at the bottom deeper?
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's a lot harder to get down in there. Like, used to carry a lot more speed through one and two, and it seemed like it was a little bit difficult to get into one, and a little bit, maybe a little more difficult to get off of two. But now it's really hard to get down into one and get it turned down there. The longer the run goes, the worse it gets. It's like, it's crazy. It just doesn't want to turn down there.
Right, right. Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see if you guys can pass in one and two. Good luck tonight, man, and hopefully you come out on top.
Yep. Thanks a lot, man. Like, we just want a good finish so we can move on. That's all. So,
Right on. All right, you got about a minute to figure it out. Good luck.
yep. Thanks.
It was Richard Holland, the points leader, by 1 point. You heard it's very competitive in here. It's been competitive all season. I'm excited. I want to see what these guys can pull off. We're getting set for about 30 seconds till grid. We'll go through your standings one more time here, just so you guys can see. Starting on the pole is Nick Gardner in the number 18 with Richard Holland to his outside. And let's put this in perspective. It's only 4/1000ths of a second separating these two on their qualifying times. So they're definitely competing for that points lead and going into the next week. John Sanu is going to start third. To his outside, the number 10 of Rick Fagone. Rick was one of those drivers that could have made it in on points, but the competitiveness of the league just kept him out of it. Corey Cook will start in fifth with Keaton Tripp to his outside. There's a couple more guys that have been up there in the points. Eli Green will start seventh with Corey Suma to his outside in eighth. Ninth place, the 00, Ryan W. Daniels, Iceman Chassis sponsor for the pole award. And to his outside, breaking the top 10 is Hal Amy, the number 3. 11th place will be Derek Robinson, number 38, and 89 of Brandon Winning to his outside. Represent Ohio there, bud. In 12th place, 13th will be Artie Peterson. And league owner, affiliated streamer. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, and race reporter tonight, I guess.
And race reporter as well. The 114 of Vern Bradley. There's another familiar name in 15th, Aiden Young coming back from a long hiatus. He was with us last week as well. And Leo Lortz is going to start in 16th. I believe Jeff T. Martin is also grid, so it put me in 17th, but he'll be starting 17th tonight. With Richard Springer to his outside in 18th. Michael Benson will start 19th. The Warden will be in the booth, and Wesley Whitfield and Jared Cox will round out your field. So my scoring is a little bit broken because of drivers that are inserted into the grid, but that's okay. We'll figure it out once we get green. So we were just talking to Richard Holland about the entry of 1 and 2. It does change compared to the last time we were here in the ARCA car. What's it going to be like? Can you pass?
It is, I think you can, because I think there's going to be guys that push up down there. You really got to hold the bottom to get speed through 1 and 2, but the problem is you push up there a little bit, and if you push up and a guy can hold the bottom better, he's going to get you.
Well, we know from past experience that Vern Bradley does get very loud when he's cranking that RPM, so we're going to bump your sound down just to predict that. But you will be an excellent in-race reporter. I can't wait to hear your insight and the traffic. I'll try not to distract you too much.
You're fine. Do your normal broadcast, man. Where in the hell's Nation at?
I don't know. I think he's scared of me, man. I think he's genuinely scared to come in here.
I think
me.
he's afraid he might catch COVID from you.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But if I did have COVID, that would be the first guy I'd go see.
I told my wife I got it for the 7th time.
Get you a few days off, hang out here in the stream. Get some practice in at Texas. There he is, your pole sitter, Nick Gardner. The dent wizard himself.
Yeah, he put a good lap down, Nick did. I had a good one going. Enrique had me laughing so hard I lost it.
Hey, Richard Holland was only 4/1000ths of a second off at his time, so it's going to be tight up here for the lead. These two boys, pace car lights are out.
We're getting ready.
Getting ready to go green. Let's make it loud. There goes the pace car out of 4. Nick Gardner's leading them off. Green flag is in the air.
Green, green.
There they go. And these timed restarts, you have to wait till the flag on the first one. So no jumps on the very first start. Nick Gardner's going to fall there into the inside with Richard Holland kind of gaining some ground on him there. Looks like the cars behind him are actually bunching up a little bit as Rick Fagone's got his work cut out for him. The 26 of Keaton Tripp all over his bumper. You see this inside line seems to be the preferred area. So the 26 is looking inside. Now Keaton Tripp's moving on the 10 car. It's for 3rd place already. Not sure how he can hang the outside quite yet. Yeah, you can see the advantage the inside gives you. There might be a little run down the backstretch from Rick, but inside line is very preferred right now with these newer tires. Nick Gardner's still putting it down out there. He's got the lead. About a car length in behind him. These guys are going to settle in here. I think we're going to get a good long green flag run as there's not a lot of guys passing. John Sanu is going around the outside of Corey Suma here. Back here for the... Oh, caution is out.
Talk me through your lap one time real quick.
We got a big crash. Oh, Michael Benson just ripped the whole front end off of that car.
Yeah, 3 car, I believe, got a good run and got in the back of someone there.
We're going to go back and look at this. Yeah, the 3 is in the back of the 00. Hayden Young got checked up, and then Michael Benson just came in and wiped him out.
I had to do some quick thinking to avoid that one.
Yeah, I see that back just behind there. It happened right in front of you.
Yeah, it was right in front of me. I had to do some quick thinking there, Coop, man. It got a little scary. I might got to go in down pit road here and check my britches.
Michael Benson tore the whole front end off of that car. I think we'll ride on board here. See if we can get an in-car camera. I don't think Hal did it on purpose. I think it was just a big run. It's a little bit deceitful how much of a run these guys are getting to the inside.
Oh, dang, I don't know where my pit board's at.
Go back one more time here.
I found it.
I just want to rewind one time.
While he's doing that, Nation 01, you're needed in the broadcast booth. Nation 01 to the broadcast booth.
All right. Let's hit the play button. Rewind one more time just to get another look at that. There's a little bobble by both of them there. Hal was on the gas a little earlier than the 00.
Yeah, it just looked like the 3 had got back to the gas quicker there, Coop.
On board with Vern Bradley, our in-race reporter. He almost got in the back of the 3. Had to do a quick checkup there to get to the outside of it. All right.
I don't have any of those Dent Wizard cards, so I can't get any dents in it tonight.
No. Don't want to break it.
But it's nice pitting and coming back out in the same spot that I pitted in. I went in 10th, I come out 10th, so. And got 4 fresh tires. I'll take it.
There's some guys that have already used that fast repair. Michael Benson's one of them. Double Zero's had to use his. Say Aiden Young's probably going to be on that list. How Amy possibly. Looks like Aiden's actually still driving around with some right rear damage. I think he's going to risk it for a minute. It's going to be interesting to see if that 69 car can actually keep up. It's a lot of aero damage on the back.
You got permissions to move people, don't you, Coop?
Yeah.
Go down there to HJRM and grab Nation.
Nation.
That should be where he's hanging out.
I don't even see him down there.
What?
Unless he's a incognito somehow. No, he's
He
an
might
Arca.
be in the main Arca. There you go.
I'll pull him right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hiding in
Nation.
incognito. What are you doing?
The fuck?
Nation.
What?
Probably fucking fell in the toilet again.
I
No
said,
life preserver on.
He needs
told
his
him no.
cheerleader, man.
Well, I told him to wear his life vest every time he goes into the bathroom there, Coop.
So what's the deal, Nation? We had you down there. You're supposed to come up here with me. Are you scared?
The fuck would I do that for?
I don't know.
Make up a reason.
Because you like me?
No, that's not the reason.
Well, you said make one up.
A better reason.
Because you'll catch COVID if you hang out down there.
Nah, I've already had that.
Is he talking to you?
Yeah, he's talking to me.
I can't hear him.
Fuck you, Vern.
That goddamn microphone of his.
Well, dude, kind of might be your shit.
I don't know. I don't know if he maybe has you muted or you're muted. I don't know.
There's a very good chance I had Vern muted.
Very good chance.
Very good chance.
I didn't mute him.
Green flag.
All right, green flag is out. There goes Nick Gardner now. You see the little jump he got that time around. Being able to time that restart. As they move through 1 and 2, Keaton Tripp is going to move to the inside of Richard Holland and take over P2 in one turn. Richard Holland's got his work cut out for him. He's got 2 guys to chase down now. They did say the focal point here, he's got an 18-point buffer, so it's not going to be a huge deal. He just needs the top 5, get a good finish tonight. There's Keaton Tripp starting to work on the leader now. Keaton Tripp's still working on the leader, and Nick Gardner back just on his back bumper. He's looking to the inside in 1 and 2. He's going to slide it right on in there. Drove it in pretty deep. It's going to leave the door open for the 31 now.
That's what she said.
Oh, she is real deep. 31 is to the inside of the 18 now. Looks like he's going to take over P2. I am loving the cinematic camera angles that we have here. It's a very wide exit on turn 2. It's allowing these guys to get a good run down the backstretch. As you can see, the 10 cars starting to catch these lead cars. Moving on back here to Corey Tripp and Eli Green. They're a little spread out, but there is a battle back here with the 114 and the 52. That's Corey Suma and Vern Bradley. Vern's got the flame job working on the back bumper of the 52 right now. Got a real nice shot here as they go by on the backstretch. And these cinematics, Nation, they're making me look like I know what I'm doing up here.
What the fuck?
You like that?
No.
Oh, he like it. He like it.
Looks like a race, don't it? There goes the 52 to the inside of the 86. A little checkup. We don't think it was going to stick. That opened the door for the 114. That's a good move by Vern Bradley. Taking advantage of it. So now he's got it stuck to the inside. I believe he's going to clear him right here in 3. Oh, a little bobble from the 114.
Vern Bradley, never heard of him.
Never heard of that guy? I think by the end of the night, we'll probably know his name. There's a pass by Eli Green on the 10 car. They're moving up through the field. You can see Nick Gardner's falling off a little bit, but Keaton Tripp is out to about half a second lead now over the 31. You're back here to Leo Lortz. I think Leo might have hit the wall early in the run. He's got some right side damage. He's still putting down laps pretty good. You see the gap back there. Leo. We got Ryan W. Daniels, and then another big gap here from Aiden Young's actually still got that rear end damage that we were talking about earlier. Michael Benson there, as you can see, he's got that car all cleaned up. Tore the whole front off of it, Nation. It's crazy.
Is this Sam Cleveland fucker?
Sam Cleveland?
Yeah, they need to just go away.
They need to go away.
Yeah, go ahead and read with. Yeah, take it.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
No.
What?
We'll let you know. We don't want to worry you right now. You got things to do.
I'll tell you later, dude.
We'll tell you later.
We misbehaving in the YouTube chat?
Maybe slightly.
bit.
I can assure you, Sam Cleveland, that there is no intentional wrecking from that 3 car. Just to reevaluate that situation. There's never a time that I've seen him ever do that. So.
No, I was right behind it. I seen the whole thing. I mean, he just got back to the gas a little quicker than the 00. It's an accident. It happens all the time.
Yep. But just to move on from that, put it behind us. We're going to get back up here. As you can see the 3 car running. This is sitting here in, I believe, position 15th. It's got the 14. Jeff T. Martin in front of him. This field is getting a little spread out. Let's check on our in-race reporter here. 114 of Vern Bradley. Looks like he's worked his way up to 7th place. Got a bit of a gap up there to the 61, but he is making up the time. It's Corey Cook there in the 6th position. Rick Fagone's back to 5th. He was up there in the top 3. He's since fallen off a little bit. You can see that 31 starting to narrow that gap up just a little bit. It was about half a second.
Somebody got the wall up in front of me.
Yeah, the 61.
29.
61 in it too.
God damn, Vern, that's a pretty paint job.
I'm trying to, kind of save on a tire a bit here, Coop.
I think that's paying off for some of these guys. You can see Richard Holland's been saving a little bit. He's got the lead down to 0.2 of a second. I think he's going to be making a pass for the lead here within the next 5 laps. Well,
this right front will really go away in 2.
Oh, for sure. Just as we say that, though, Keaton Tripp found a little more speed, pulled out a few hundredths of a second on him. He's matching his lap times, getting down in the grass and coming out of the dog leg there. Getting her for all she's worth. Nick Gardner back in 3rd still. He's having a pleasant night. It's not a pole sitter win kind of night. He's fading them a little bit, but we got plenty of time for him to get the feel for this car. Right now, the front 2 are really showing their hand. They've got about a second gap on him. Back to Rick Fagoon in 4th place. He got back around. This is Eli Green, I believe. Yep. So he's back up to 4th. Richard Holland's starting to lose a little bit of ground to the leader. Yeah, there's not a lot Nation's not allowed to say.
Well, that is one of them.
That's definitely one of them. Oh, Keaton Tripp in the wall. There's the door for the 31 to get by.
Let's go, Sam.
Looky there. Low crossover move. All the 31 just maybe gave him a little less room than he thought he was going to get. As he's going to go back for the pass on the inside. Looks like he's going to clear him. 26 says, I'm not giving up. That wall's not going to slow me down. They are roughing each other up a little bit here early in the going. We'll see him 114 starting to catch that 61. He's right on his bumper. He's been working on him now for about 10 laps. There's a good cluster of cars here in front of the 114. Right on the back bumper of that 61 now. He's going into 3. He's looking. The door is open. Just didn't have the carry speed there. The 61 was able to close the door. It's a weird groove track, and it does seem like aero is playing a part in these turns. We're back here to Corey Suma. He's got a bit of a gap here, running in 8th place. These guys start working on each other up here. It could liven it up a little bit as the 114 is actually going to the outside now of the 61.
61 got in the wall and pulled down.
10-4. We're still battling up here for the lead as these guys have been kind of going back and forth. Holland was able to lead 1. Keaton Tripp still fighting hard. Now the 31's looking to the outside of the 26. Seems like that thing really turns towards the bottom in 3 and 4.
It don't turn into 1 very good.
Yeah, the banking in 1 and 2, we were talking about that pre-race. It's definitely changed. It's a wider turn now. It's much wider groove. A little more room for error coming off of 2, but it's still very tight. It used to be exit tight. Now we got green flag pit stops here.
Yeah, they use their tires up. All these guys in front of me, I've been mowing them down.
See the 26 hit pit road.
Turn 2 is where I'm really getting a run on them, Coop.
Yep. If you can be fast in 1 and 2, I think you're going to make up a lot of time on these boys. You got some green flag pit stops here. Nick Gardner's still out there on the track, but Vern Bradley's making up ground on him. He's not too far back from him, as it looks like the 18 is going to hit pit road. 114 staying out. So there's your new leader.
Vern, go.
Corey Soom is still out there on the track as well, so these are 2 cars that have not pitted yet. I think Vern's going to push it to the max and take it all the way to the fuel run.
Come on, Vernon, do it.
Still 2 cars out there, the 52 Asuma, 114 Vern Bradley. Next in line is the 27 of Jared Cox. Still pushing it pretty far on this fuel run. They're about 4 laps over on the first pit.
Yeah, 52's on same strategy as me. We pitted together under caution, so
Right
we
on.
had a little more fuel left than the other guys, and he saved on his tires a bit too. So he's gonna bring her down now. I'm gonna take her around another one.
So there goes
Pushing.
Corey Suma into pit road. So as it cycles out, we got Jeff Martin also in pits. There's a 114 of Vern Bradley coming down pit road now. Gonna be 4 fresh tires, a little bit of fuel. Gonna fill it all the way up.
Vern Bradley, of course he's going to do 4 fresh and full.
Look at the flames on that though. As it cycles out, Brandon Winning did stay out a little bit longer than the rest of these guys. He is hitting pit road now. That's a neat looking paint scheme on that car.
Oh, that 89?
Yeah, that's pretty wicked looking.
Yeah, that is nice.
Nova Sim Racing on the side of that. So as they cycle out, Richard Holland should be your leader.
Boy, we just about had a caution there, Coop.
And it looks like they're still working on it.
No, I got sideways down at 1 and 2.
Oh yeah?
Vern.
That don't happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a fast couple laps to make up a little bit, but I just need to stay on my strategy and back off of it.
Yeah, you do, man. Just do you.
Looking at Richard Holland now, your leader. He's about half a second ahead of Eli Green, and Keaton Tripp just passed the 29. So this time by, you'll put P2 for the 26. They're getting it around this place. 26 seems like he's losing a little bit of ground on this short run this time around. And Brandon Winning, who stayed out a lot longer than the rest of these guys. Looks like he's about to go a lap down. See Keaton Tripp starting to work up towards the 89. Shorten the gap now to about 0.3 of a second. He's coming for that 31. The 89 is definitely bobbling a little bit. That gets the 26 out of the groove. 29's got the door open now. Not sure if they're going to be able to go anywhere with it. There they go as they go to the inside of the 89 now. Oh, we got a car hard into the outside wall. That's the one car of Artie Peterson. He's tore the whole right side off of that. If we can go back and see what happened to this car. He just slid up into the outside wall coming out of 4. Somehow the caution didn't come out. That thing is pretty much toast. You can see the right side bobbling. It's had enough, Nation. It's had enough. He's going to limp her down pit road. Let's go back up here to the front. 31. About a half a second. The 26 and 29 have been battling, so that's given the 31 a little bit of an advantage to pull away. It is helping a good bit when you see guys battling in your mirror. These guys are shaping up. Second place is very tight. That 26 knows where he wants to be, just has to get this job done first. And 89 of Brandon Winning hasn't fallen off too much either. He's still hunting for that lap back. Behind them, having a quiet night, Rick Fagoni's worked his way back up in the top 5. Nick Gardner just outside of the points lead in 5th place. He started on the pole tonight. Starting to come back to him. He did fade there early on in the race, but he's starting to figure it out again. There's the 61 of Corey Cook with quite a gap as the looks like Leo Lortz might have got up in the wall there. Leo is definitely struggling with this setup tonight. Car looks very tight. The whole right side's worn off of it. Double Zero is going to go to his inside. Checking back in with the 114. He got loose off of pit road. You heard he got a little sideways. Just about had a yellow for it. He's able to get the car back under him. Still sticking to that strategy, Vern?
Yeah, I'm still on it. I backed off over to save on the right front. It worked out for me that first run there, and we're just going to stay with the strategy. You make your bed. Sometimes you make your bed, you got to sleep in it.
We just watched the 86 of John Sanu. Just about took that wall down out of 4. He's flirting with it. This car looks like it's getting a little bit tighter out of 3 and 4. Some of these guys are struggling with that. Oh, we got the 3 car down on the apron. Got to stay up on the track, Hal.
You tell Nation at least I'm not scratching his paint.
Hal's not scratching it either. He's just using it for a lawnmower. Looks like this car is turning pretty well for Hal. He's just going to have to turn a little bit less. Trimming that grass in that apron.
I caught some positions. There's about ready to be a race up here.
And look back from Ryan Daniels' point of view. 114 is catching him. Got a whole cluster of cars. The 92 of Michael Benson, the 52 of Corey Suma, and the 61 of Corey Cook. So you can see they're passing right here. Oh, 00 way off the groove there. Looks like he had a good run going into 3. He's going to get around the 92. It's going to open the door for the 114 to follow through. If he can get the pass done. The 92 way up out of the line. Double zero drove it in there deep. 92, it looks like these guys might be struggling with the handle of the car right now. 61's going to make a little bit of a fight here, but the 114 is going to work 3 positions here in 1 lap. Got his sights set on that 52 now. Get back up here now that Richard Holland has stretched it out to a 1 second lead over the 29. Trying to find the 26. Looks like the 26 might have burned up that right front. Racing hard with the 29. Got Nick Gardner back up to P3. You can see this thing's a little bit tighter than his last run. That clean air makes a tremendous difference. What do you think, Nation? It's got the 26. He was running real hot. Now he's a little bit farther back. Might have used it up. Nation leave again.
Might have.
It's probably my soothing voice. It probably put him to sleep.
Probably. Nation is nation.
There's a 52. Looks like there was a little bit of a run for the 114. Did you let up there a little bit?
I did to save from wrecking him.
Yeah.
He kind of moved around on me a bit, and he knew where I was going to go, and he took it. I'll do that with you 1 lap, but the next lap I won't let you get away with it.
There it is. There's that traffic I was talking about. There's Corey Suma. He's working that higher line out of 2. Looks like it's not paying off for a run. Sounds like we're pretty much wide open going into 3 and 4. The 114 is right on the bumper. Going into 1. Peeking just a little bit on that inside here. He is getting by. He's going to have the preferred line going into 3, so I believe he's going to clear him here. .52 is hanging it out there. Pinched him down a little bit. It's not going to be enough. I believe that they're going to go into the dog leg, and the 114 is going to prevail. .52 does not want to give up that spot, but I don't think he had a choice there. Back up towards the front again. The 31 has kind of lost some of that ground. The 29 is catching him. Let's go on board with Eli Green. Eli's had a pretty good night tonight. Started up in the top 5. He's running second right now. He's got the leader in his sights, and I think he can get it done. He's been saving his tires, taking care of his stuff. Another guy that's really good about conserving. It's 18, the Dent Wizard. Now, bear in mind these guys are in a little bit different pit cycle. Some of these other cars, the 52, the 114, I believe the 14 and the 69 car are on the same pit cycle right now. 89 was one of those cars that stayed out a little bit too long, I believe. He's lost a lot of ground to these guys. About a 6-7 lap advantage here on tires. It's kind of puzzling me to see how far he's fallen back. There he comes, the 114. Still getting a little bit of guff from the 52, but
Yeah, my right front's gone.
yeah, we can see you coming out of 2. It's a little tight.
It wouldn't turn.
It's allowed that 52 to get back to his bumper, and it's starting to shape up to be a battle again. You see some of these guys coming down pit road. The 31 and the 29 are pitting together. Vern Bradley's going to move his way up to P3 now. Nick Gardner's your leader. Hopefully we don't have any mistakes on pit road. These guys were pretty tight coming in. Lots of cars working down pit road now. Nick Gardner will probably be next. Rick Fagone, yep, here they come. That'll put 114 up to the lead. Vern Bradley's taking it over, but Suma is looking to his outside. That thing is tight. Vern's holding on right now. It's like he said before, the thing did get a little worked up. I think maybe coming off of pit road and getting it loose kind of changed your... Oh, the 52 touched the apron. I think he was trying to get to pit road.
That was my fault. Or he was headed to pit road. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, he hit pit road, so I think he was trying to lock it down and get it wound up.
I accidentally checked up going into 3 when I didn't need to. I mixed my corners up.
So we're cycling through pit strategies. Looks like everybody but the 114 have pitted so far. I don't see anybody else out on the track. I can be your spotter while you in race report. How do you like it?
That's awesome.
Suma and Cox are still on pit road. I think it's going to cycle P2 to the 31 here momentarily. How much you got left on that fuel stint, buddy?
And we got a couple more to go.
This is definitely going to play into the strategy. The 14 of Ken Martin is actually still out on the track, but he's about 24 seconds off of the leader. See if we can find the 14.
It might be right in front of me.
'89 of Brandon Winning is in front of you. Jeff Martin is coming out of 2 now. There's a bit of a gap. It's a weird pit cycle for these guys. There's the 27 of Jared Cox here. He's having a pretty quiet night. Got the Conway Ford Fusion rolling around. Sitting in 12th place. 1 lap down right now as it's scored. It is a little tight, as you can see him coming off of 4, or coming off of 2. There's already Peterson. He had a hard outside wall. Tore the front end of that thing all up. He's since got it repaired. And there's Vern Bradley on pit road. And that's going to cost him a little bit of time.
Just a little bit.
I think the race officials being rather lenient with your pit box.
What did I do?
You had a good nose still past that line. They were allowed to service that car anyway.
That'll be all right.
I think you paid him off with those checks. That's why we haven't
Yep.
been getting them in the mail.
Exactly what I did. Got to have somebody on your team.
Yeah. Getting it back up to speed there. And as we cycle out, looks like Richard Holland had a bad pit stop. 29 is out in front about 3 seconds from the 31. And the 26 is right behind the 29. Hal Amy's finding himself mixed up a lap down now. That 31 lost a lot of ground on these green flag pit stops. I'm interested to know what happened there. Maybe he
Might have got a penalty on entry.
It's a good possibility. Got the 18 of Nick Gardner behind him. Where is Nation? I have no idea, Diana. We had him pulled up here. He's
Missing
quiet.
in action.
Missing in action.
Here, shut the fuck up.
There he is. Are you getting triggered right now, Nation?
I might be a little triggered.
Am I talking too much? I'll let you talk more.
Oh,
Just-
hell
just-
no.
Just tell me to shut up.
Just did.
Politely.
Oh.
Please and thank you.
Mr. Cooper, would you mind shutting the fuck up?
See, that's what we like. Courtesy at WFO.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
So there you go, Diana. He is here. He is alive. Just to prove it.
I'm here.
I feel like this is, not to show my age, but I feel like this is Toy Story and I'm proving Buzz Lightyear's alive.
Dude, you are showing your age, bro.
You've watched Toy Story. Come on now.
Yes, I have. Fuck you.
I'm waving your arm out the window. Hi, Nation. Alright. We're setting up here with 59 to go. We're well past halfway. These boys have kept it one caution so far. We've had some brief brushes with the wall, some close calls, but for the most part it's been pretty clean. You see Keaton Tripp starting to lose a little ground to that 29 car. Eli Green's putting in the work here. I told you he could get it done, Nation. I told you.
Yeah, I don't think he can get it done.
Oh, he's going to get it done. Look at him out there.
If he can get it done, that's cool, but I don't think he's going to get it done.
I'd say that 29 is the car to beat right now. The 26 is fast, and that 31 was quick too. But it seems like whoever's out in the front with that clean air has the advantage. You see the 18 and Nick Gardner working on the 31 now.
Where we at, Texas?
Yes, the whole time.
Well, the whole time.
Mhm.
God damn.
So we're playing into some weird pit strategies.
I'm finally catching him again.
Get him, Vern.
Looks like the 114 is starting to make up that ground. He is on a different pit cycle. It's going to be interesting how this plays out, Nation, because he's on a good 6-lap, 7-lap stint further than these guys. 89 and 14 are also on that stint.
Diane, I was here the whole goddamn time.
I was just talking too much, Diana. It was starting to interfere.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
back
all
off.
fucking Coop's fault. It's all Coop's fault.
I got broad shoulders. I may not look it, but I got broad shoulders. Starting to shorten up the gap a little bit for the 31. He's got it down to 2 seconds. He knows he's got to make up that time. Still, your leader right now is the 29 Eli Green. Good second ahead of the 26.
People watch this shit.
What?
This
Long
fake
green
ass
flag
break.
rate? Hey, now.
Just saying.
I can see the absolute persuasion for online esports. I mean, pretty soon we're going to be running around in electric cars. Do you want to hear those go around the track? Formula One tried it.
I was watching videos last night of fucking Teslas beating the shit out of fucking supercars.
Oh, no doubt. The instant torque they get. The torque those electric motors put out is insane. But
yeah, but they were going the same speed, but they were getting there way quicker than the fucking supercars were.
Oh, for sure.
I couldn't believe that shit.
Look up, there's a car called the Rimac, and it was on Top Gear or Grand Tour or whatever that show's called now. It went out against a Lamborghini and NSX Honda. Made them things look like Hot Wheels cars. It just left them.
Yeah, no shit, dude. It was awesome. And all these dudes were like coming back at him after the race was over. They were like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And he was like, well, I beat you, so it's the way it is.
Let's see if we can find that 114 out there on the track.
Yeah, 114, never heard of it.
He's starting to catch these boys. He's made up a few seconds on them already. It's at 5-6 laps.
Count him up.
He's got a good 5-6 laps on his, less on these tires too. That's helping tremendously.
They're gonna quit hating on me.
Leo Lords actually just about spun it out. Yeah, he took her down in the grass. He was able to collect it and get it back up on the track without taking anybody out. He's got some grass on his tires, Nation. She's really pounding it to you now, Nation.
Well, my goddamn mouse stopped working.
Well, maybe you should feed it.
Well, maybe you should shut the fuck up. I don't know how to do this.
You gotta feed your mouse, man. It'll quit working.
Damn, Coop, why you gotta be so rude?
26 working on the back of the 10 pretty hard. You see the shot that we had there. The 31's losing ground now. Trying to make up that time. Burned it up. The 10 and 31 have caught the 26. So Keaton Tripp's going to fall down to P5 here in a minute. That 10 car's had a quiet night tonight. And look at him. He's up there in 4th place, 3rd place.
We don't have to do any, like, interviews or anything, do we?
Absolutely.
Damn.
Don't you want to interview Enrique when he gets it done?
No, I actually don't.
Nation, I'm going to ask you what happened to you today. Some negativity. I'm sensing a little hostility. Is everything okay, buddy?
From
have
me? No, never.
a little intervention here.
This is what Coop does to me all the fucking time.
Am I making you angry, dude? I'm sorry.
You're good, Coop.
This is a great race, Marcus. It's a great race. Long green flag runs. They had a caution there on lap 41, I believe it was, and they've been green ever since.
Can't move my goddamn mouse, so I can't see what I'm talking about.
Alt tab, maybe?
Alt F4.
I mean, that could fix a lot of the world's problems, but I don't think it's going to fix yours.
You're probably right.
Alt tab to fix the world.
And they're
Control Alt Delete
badly.
to put you back into communism.
Yeah, I got that communism virus on my computer. I'm gonna have to Control Alt Delete out, please.
Let Nation take care of it.
Yeah. And Anybody that says let Nation take care of it, tell them to fuck off.
C: enter.
Okay, that was funny.
All right, we're looking at another race up here. Nick Gardner's starting to catch the 29. He's got a little lap traffic in front of him, but a 31's coming on. He passed the 10, he's back up to third place. I think he heard us talking about him, Nation. There they go.
Shit.
There they go, down pit road. The 26 is going to be the first buyer. The strategies are about to play out. I think it's going to pay off for this guy right here. Being able to stretch this run and make up that time. See 114 getting around to 3 of Hal Amy now. He's up to 6th place now. Keaton Tripp is on pit road, and Corey Suma is the next car. He's getting it. I'm getting a little excited, Nation. It looks like it's going to play in his favor. We stay green.
I can't get my goddamn mouse to.
Just hit Alt Tab, man. You just go right over to the YouTube. To hit F5 and go full screen. You never have to worry.
Goddamn, it's the fucking battery powered.
Did you try unplugging it? Well, that's about as far as my diagnosis goes, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. As far as mine goes too.
Unplug it, plug it back in. After that, call customer support.
Yeah, they're always good.
They'll tell you to do the same damn thing. 3118 on pit road.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Yeah, you fucking Indian cocksucker, I did. That's what it is, fucking kook. Goddamn.
I know. We're banning India now. But that's okay. They can't unplug us.
I've been banned before. I don't give a fuck.
I heard Finland's nice this time of year.
Finland is beautiful. Unless you ask me.
Brandon Winning's on a different pit strategy with the 114, the 14, and see if we can get a shot of that 89 car. There he is right there. He's having a strange night. He's on a weird pit cycle, but I think he's struggling a little bit at this track tonight. We watched him get about a 5-lap advantage on this stint, and he still struggled a little bit to keep pace. He did hang with the leaders, but he did go a lap down too, so. There's your leader right there, the 114. It's going to be interesting to see. We got 38 to go. So fresher tires working the inside of the 114 now.
114? Never heard of it.
Don't want to mess with this strategy or give him the curse of the camera, so we're going to move up here to the 31 of Richard Holland, passing the 86. Caution is out. Caution. One car down in the grass. Oh, man. That's going to throw everything into a loop, but this is going to be kind of paying off for the 114. He's going to be able to pit. This is just about the time he was coming in anyway. That one car definitely got an assistance there. He did hit the wall going into 3, so he was checked up a good bit. Go back one more time. Watch him go into 3. He gets into that outside wall. Not sure what happened, but he was a lot slower than the rest of these guys, and 26 was running him down. So they brought a caution out, just strangely enough, one car kind of out in the grass, honestly. So this is going to be a little strange.
There'll be a lot of people taking a wave around.
And you see the 18 actually bid on pit road as well. So, a little strategy from the 18 car. I think the whole field's going to take a wave around here, Vern. You put them all a lap down.
Holland and them had got their lap back.
Okay, so they stayed out then?
I'm assuming they did. I mean, they were in front of me when the pace car come out, so they should have been good.
This is going to still kind of play in the same stint. They're going to have about 4 lap older tires. Going to be a little bit different than the last stint you had, but look here. Trying to get an idea of who's in front of you and what's going on. With these wave around cars, it's kind of hard to calculate right now.
I tell you, I'm looking and it looks like about most of the field's in front of me at the moment.
Yeah, we got a few wave arounds here, so
We got her pitted and 4 fresh tires on it and a tank of fuel, so it's gonna be close on fuel this next run. We're gonna save on it just a little bit. Just save on it.
you do have some cars peeling down pit road as well. Now, is this gonna make it to the end?
I believe so.
Like a lot of those lead lap cars came down pit road now. They kind of got the idea that you guys would be on fresher tires. We're gonna see it play out here before our eyes.
Yeah, there's a lot of these guys in front of me that are taking a wave around here. 2 of them in front of me are for position, so 14 is for position, and then whoever's in front of him. '29.
Yeah.
I actually should be in P2 because I'm right with the 29. I think timing and scoring ain't updated.
No, it'll take a minute here to get sorted out, but I think you're sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, and I know the 29 didn't pit, so he's probably got about 4 laps on his tires, maybe more. And there ain't no way he's going to make it on fuel.
The bushwhacker, he called you. Tonight's been going great. We've had pretty long green flag runs. We had two or three sets of green flag pit stops. This is only our second caution. We're going 1 lap to green here. The field here is going to get a wave around. So Eli Green will be in the lead with the 114 to his outside. Jeff Martin. A lot of the guys that were on a weird cycle have pitted again to try to combat the 4 fresh tires these front 2 will have. We are 1 to green. So 29's gonna lead him off. 114's looking hungry. Been up and down all night. Had some weird pit strategy going on there. It was gonna play to his favor, I believe, but now with the caution, it's kind of reset everybody. 29's gonna try to get a jump here on this restart. There goes the pace car. 29 29 stretching it a little bit further.
Green flag.
There he goes. Not quite the jump I think he was wanting, but it is a jump nonetheless. Got some hungry cars behind the 114 back here. Tried to get some heat worked up in those tires. The 26 is looking all the way to the bottom. He is looking to the inside. He's gonna get it out of 4 here. 26 is saying it's time to go. He's gonna chase down that leader now. Got his sights set on the 29. It's 26 to Keaton Tripp. Now we got the 31 and the 14 working on each other. Oh, the 31 hard in the outside wall.
Save your stuff, save a little fuel.
I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Let's get an onboard camera here. The 14. See, the 14 is on the outside. 31 come up just a little bit. It's a lot slower than the 14. See if we can get a different camera angle on that. You can see here, rewind just a little bit further. The 31 went to the inside of the 14. And it looked like he lost a little bit of speed here. You can see that inside line scrubs the speed a little bit more. He was able to clear the 14. Come up the track just a little bit slower than the 14, and I don't think he was quite ready for that. Hard impact to the inside wall. Tore the whole right front side off of that car. It's not good for your points leader. Puts him in a situation now. He does have a fast repair though. Get you caught back up. He is going to repair that car. There you go. He's got the front end all sorted out.
Was clear of the 14 came up, but way too slow for the 14 to be able to back off. I'm just going to call this a racing incident, guys. You gotta be a little more careful with that.
That's a good call, I believe, by the race official. Pretty much what I saw on the... Alright, so moving on. Puts the 31 in a weird situation, Nation. But back up front. 26 of Keaton Tripp. 114 of Vern Bradley. Where did the 29 go?
Pit road.
Alright. See the 3-car Hal Amy. He's looking to get some laps back here. Don't think it's going to work out. Not enough cars pitting in front of him, so 3-car is still going to be a lap down, I believe. There's the 18 of Nick Gardner in 3rd place. That was your pole sitter. Again, Iceman Chassis giving out the award for the pole and the race winner. You got to do it all in the same race. I believe the pool is up to $50 now.
Yeah, that's what I've seen in Discord.
Somebody could come out lucky tonight. Rolls over week to week. And 5 races since somebody pulled it off. All right. Should be 2 to green here this time, right? Or 1 to green?
1 to green.
Shaping up to get a little tight. 28 to go. These guys are hungry. It didn't set the 31 too far back. Gonna have a tight restart. The 26 is gonna lead him off this time. 29 hit pit road. He's gonna start on the outside in the second row. .114 car, still holding his own up there. You got something for him, Vern?
I don't know. You got fresh tires behind me. I had a couple hard laps on mine, so we'll have to see right here. I think if we can get her opened up in a green run here, that we might be good to go.
Alrighty. What do you think, Nation? Who's gonna pull it off? I picked the 29. What's your pick? Crayola crayons. I got it. Field's getting powered up. You can hear him rumbling by. 26 is about to hit that loud pedal. Pace car's pulling off. And green flag is out. 26 off to a decent start here. A little bit of a jump. The 18 is on the inside of Vern. The 114 is going to go to hang the outside. But that 26 got a great jump there. 14 got shoved a little bit up out of the way, I believe. See if he can get a run down this back stretch with the 29 to his inside. There's 4 fresh tires. They're cold. They're grippy. There's a good veteran move there as the door opened up from the 29. Looks like he got a hell of a run off of 4. The warmer tires are helping. Going into 1. 29 thought about closing the door there. Set back and look at Nick Gardner. He's starting to lose a little bit of ground. The 31's gotten by him. We saw the 31 get that hard inside wall. He's able to use that fast repair, and he's not holding back now. 114 starting to get around the 29 now. Got some racing back here. That'll put the 114 up to P2, and the 31's got the door open. Eli Green working back to the inside of the 114. These guys are losing a lot of ground to that 26. Going into 1, right on the bumper. 114 is going to go into 1 just down there on the bottom. 31's kind of sitting back, not quite sure which one he wants to follow. .114 just, oh, Eli Green.
He just drove right down and wrecked Richard. Right down on him.
Got a few points leaders banged up in this one. The 29, the 20, the 18, 31. I'm going to go back and look at this.
Wow.
We're going to look at this. We're going to look at this from a different point of view. Now we're in the pace lap here. We need to get caught up.
I was on the brakes all the way. Sorry, bud.
We did go back a little too far.
Sorry, drivers. Caution. 29 came down right in front of.
Did too.
We got a little bit of that race chatter. We're on board with the 31. 31 was looked like he got a little block there. They worked back and forth for quite some time. Fast forward a little bit more so you can see the race setting up here between the 3 different guys. We're going to, let's back it up just a little bit.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you're able to keep going here.
Rewind just a little bit again here. We got quite a few cars ripped up on this one. 29, 18, 14. 31 just got a scuff on the right rear. I think he's got about 13 seconds, he said, of damage, but one more time. The 29 was not clear. Come down in front of the 31. Started a chain reaction. 18, 14, nowhere to go. 61 gets clipped. Quick move there by that Conway car. I think that's just about going to do it for some of these guys tonight.
Under caution there too. 28 and the 1. 28 and the 1 will receive a black flag on the green for driving through. I did talk about that.
Holland's still out there. He had about 13 seconds worth of damage. Got it fixed as quickly as he could. So we're going to throw another peanut in the mixed bag here. This is changing everything up again, Vern. Did you pit?
I did.
All right. So now fresher tires.
I took 4.
There you go. Field's starting to get a little bit of attrition. We do have some points leaders that are banged up. We got some guys that were leading the race earlier. Now they're going to be a little bit off. Got to bear in mind that they're out of fast repairs. There's one of the guys right there. Took a lot of front end damage. 31 was caught up in an accident earlier.
Is he damaged now?
31's got a little bit of damage. It's not showing too bad.
He won't be too bad then.
It's about 13 seconds worth, I believe.
There's still plenty of time. I just got to be patient.
He was able to skate through there pretty clean, but he did get some right rear damage on the 31 car. So Eaton Tripp's going to be your leader with the 10 car. Yet again, having that quiet night, biding his time, finds himself in P2. We doubled up. Lights are out on the pace car. It's about to get really interesting. It's a shame that Nation's not here to see it. Probably couldn't see it anyway. I bet he went to get batteries, Vern.
His dildo must be out again. He'll come back after that.
All right. Well, I got nothing for that.
Oh, damn, I forgot I was in the broadcast.
I got nothing for that.
They'll laugh about it anyway.
Don't happen too often that I don't have something to say, so I was just going to go with that one. And
all right, we're getting ready for a restart. I got my belts tight, Coop.
Here we go. 26 going to lead them off. 10, 31, 61, 114, 27. Your front 3 rows. About to get loud. 26 off to a start right now. He said, I'm not wasting any time. I want that gap. But he finally got that timing down. Look at the gap he pulled off to. That's a solid 7 car lengths. That's going to be hard to make up in 18 laps.
Oh, Fagone wrecked in front of me.
The 10 car hard in the outside and the inside wall. No caution. Staying green.
I don't know what happened. He just got loose. He shot right in front of me. I almost crapped myself.
See if we can go back and play that back real quick. He just got loose on that outside. Just got loose on that outside.
That's what I seen.
Yep. That upper groove there, it cooled off. To the right front of that 10 car is all beat to hell.
Man, that 31 is on a mission, buddy.
He is driving like a pissed off teenager. He said, I gotta have a points night tonight. And he's putting it down out there. He's contesting the 26 right now. Top 3, you could throw a blanket over him.
Woo, we're still good in 2.
Oh, John Sanu in the outside wall. Some cars dodging him. He's still got cars dodging him. It looks like this thing's getting a little bit loose late in the run here. .31 is wide open going into 1. You can hear the revs are a lot higher this time. These guys are driving it hard. 31's still looking around. Keaton Tripp's taking him all the way to the bottom. Oh, a little touch there. I don't think he was too happy with that 26 blocking him down the backstretch. He let him know about it. Now it's a battle between the 114 and the 31. .31's got clean air in front of him, but he does have his work cut out for him with that little bit of damage. .114's working on him really hard. I think he's cutting him a little bit of a break. I think that speed's a little off on that 31 car. It was quick in the draft, but now in that clean air, it's starting to show that it's got some damage to it. 114's looking, peeking down into 3 maybe. He's putting the pressure on him. 31 knows he's there. Looking inside here, going into 1. 18 is back there. 31's going to have to let him make quick work of him if he wants to hang with these guys. He wants to get away from that 26 car. 18's starting to make up some ground now. That's Nick Gardner, Dent Wizard. He's looking to get that pole / win. About half a second from the leader here. You can see that 31's turning really hard into the exits of the turns. He's probably having to put a little more wheel into it now. He's starting to lose a little bit of ground. 26 is also off the pace now. He's losing a lot of spot. Still sitting in 4th. You saw that jump he got, and now he's finding himself having to make up some ground. It's going to be tough with 10 to go. Go back here to 5th place, Corey Cook. Corey Cook's been pretty quiet tonight. He does have some right front damage. Took the 27 of Jared Cox, is going to look to his inside. Pinch down a little bit on the exit of 4. I think that damage is hindering that 61 car. 27 should be able to clear him going into 1 here. Go back up front here and look at these guys. 31 hasn't lost too much ground. He's hanging with Vern. Richard Holland, your points leader, he's on a mission right now. He knows he needs this. Does not want to lose any ground to that 18. Nick Gardner's looking to get it done, though. He's a solid contender for the points. Always hyping up how competitive that is, and you see these guys, even after being involved in all these crashes and having all these problems tonight, they're still trying to get to that win. Nobody said it would be easy. I know this 18's saving. He's one of the masters at doing that. And while you get the 26 is losing more and more ground with every lap.
I messed up.
I open the door for the 31 here. A little mistake by Vern out of 2. That 18's catching him as well. It's going to be a three-way battle here with about 6 to go. 18's looking inside of the 31. I know that 31 wasn't going to let him go easy, but they're racing hard with 6 to go. The 114 starting to run away a little bit. This is just going to make that points battle even tighter if they finish the way they are sitting right now. I think the 31 has used it up a little bit trying to hang with him. That damage has just hindered that car up. Starting to spread out a little bit right on the edge. Coming out of 2, you can see how close they got to that wall. Here we go, 4 laps to go. I don't know if the 18's got anything for him. He is making up a little bit of ground. Oh,
She pushed right into the wall.
114 into the outside wall. That's going to open the door big time for the 18. 31's looking hungry too. He's got the momentum. These top 3 have pretty much pulled away from the field. It's going to be up to these 3 here. You can see the 31's tight as well. .114's not giving up. Drive it like you stole it. Nick Gardner out to about half a second lead. 2 laps to go. He's setting up for that Iceman Chassis Award right now. He's going to come around one more time for the white flag. 31 still making work on this 114. Gonna ride around one more time with the 18 car. Unless something dramatic happens, he's got a good enough cushion he could bring her home in victory lane. Nice and smooth through 1 and 2. Does look a little tight. Gave himself plenty of cushion on that wall. Lost about 2/10, but he's still got about 7/10 on him. Going into 3 and 4, nice and smooth. The 18's going to come off of 4 one last time. And your winner tonight at Texas Motor Speedway is the 18 of Nick Gardner. Also doubling down on that Iceman Chassis Award for the pole. Congratulations to Nick Gardner getting her done. I think we had a little battle there right at the end between the 31 and the 114. It paid off there, and the 31's going to get second place with the 114 in third tonight. Keaton Tripp will bring it home in 4th place. There's a little love tap from the 31, congratulating that driver. Might have broke the Dent Wizard up a little bit, but the sponsors will take care of that for him. I can tell you right now, that guy is going to burn it down. So congratulations to Nick Gardner. Let's bring up your final standings real quick. And Nick Gardner burning it down real quick. Just bring that off the screen so you can see this. Got to get those tires rolling a little faster, 18. There you go. He doesn't even care about the body. He said, the hell with tech inspection. I'm taking it to the garage. Dent Wizard sponsoring that car. They'll put it to work. So there you go. There's your final finishing order. Nick Gardner's going to win tonight. Iceman Chassis Award to that driver. Richard Holland in P2. Vern Bradley is going to bring it home third with Keaton Tripp and Richard Springer, your top 5. Jared Cox had a pretty good night tonight. He was running quiet all night long. Brought it home 6th. Corey Cook in 7th. Ryan Daniels in 8th place. There's 2 guys that people were paying attention to in the chat. So 86 of John Sanu and Rick Fagone will be your top 10. Wesley Whitfield in 11th with Hal Amy in 12th. These drivers are a lap down or more. Artie Peterson in 13th, 14th. Brandon Winning, Michael Benson in 15th, 16th. Leo Lortz, Corey Suma in 17th. Jeff Martin, Derek Robinson, Aiden Young, and Eli Green round out your field. So we got some driver interviews to do here. I'm looking for the 18 right now. I'm going to pull him up in here in the booth. Nick Gardner, it's Bradley Cooper in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you. What's up?
What's up, buddy? Hey, man. Iceman Chassis Pole Award. You were able to get her done tonight. Come around that last time looking smooth. What were you thinking there with all the wrecks and all the stuff that was going on tonight? Did you think you were still going to pull this off?
Well, I knew I was pretty fast on the long run. I knew that's where I had them beat. So like when that caution came out, and I got into it a little bit, came down pit road, had my quick repair, went back out and restarted I think 7th. I looked down, I saw there's 20 to go, and I told myself if it stays green, I feel really good about this. And as soon as I hit the 10 to go mark, I said, all right, I got 5 laps to pass Richard. I got 5 laps to pass Vern. So as soon as I passed Richard coming out of 4, I just got the 5 to go, and everything I wanted to do, it worked out. And then Vern overdrove 1 a little bit, and I think he got in the gas just a tad early, so it kind of pushed him up into the wall a little bit. So it would have been fun to battle with him for the lead for sure, without the wall there. But yeah, man, I love this freaking track. Ever since I raced and rebuilt this track, man, I've won quite a few races on this deal. It's a blast. It's my kind of track, and I had a blast tonight.
We were watching as you guys come around and worked all those pit strategies. I noticed that you guys were pitting a little earlier than the 114 and the 1489. Now, I think if it played out green, it would have been a different race, but we just kind of bred some cautions there at the end, and it looked like you guys paid off for that. So congratulations on your win. And you definitely got the Dent Wizard their sponsorship, because you definitely put some dents in it tonight.
Well, yeah, Richard, I think, meant to give me a congratulatory push, and ended up sending me into the wall there. No big deal. I still got to do my donuts, which I'm thankful for. So, yeah, pretty crazy. I'm glad to get this second win, and most importantly, I was already locked into the Final Four, so I'm stoked about it. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to Rockingham. It's all about saving your tires for there. So, man, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be fun racing all of them.
Oh, for sure, man. We're looking forward to it as well. Rockingham's a very different track. It's not something we're used to, and the tight groove, bumpy. It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, lastly, I just want to obviously thank my wife for letting me race, of course, taking these Tuesday nights. I also race in other leagues a couple other nights a week. So she watches the broadcast and everything in my stream, so supports me and stuff. So I appreciate her. I appreciate Vern and Hal and Tim for continuing to put on a great league. Each season I've been a part of, I think this is my 4th season now, and this league has taught me so much. If you ask Vern, I wasn't the best, but I'm telling you, this is a great league to start in, because man, I'm really learning a lot, and it's really been a blast. And also thanks to you guys, Bradley Nation, for broadcasting and do what you guys do up in the booth. So thank you guys.
Anytime, man. We appreciate you as well. It doesn't mean anything without you drivers, so appreciate you coming out tonight and making a good show for us.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. All right, where do you we got the 31 would be your second place finisher. That's Richard Holland. Gonna move him up here. 31 of Richard Holland, second place tonight. Richard, you got a copy?
I got you, man.
All right, so we watched the ups and downs, all the turbulence that you had to deal with tonight. It seemed like there on that last caution, it might have been all she wrote. You were able to skate through and 13 seconds of damage. You got really lucky on that. And then you drove it like a pissed off teenager, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, pretty much. I was a little aggravated at that point. It was just a few laps before that. Me and Jeff got tangled up. I felt like I'd cleared him off the corner. I actually thought he was a lap down, to be honest with you. So I should have paid more attention and known that if he was on the lead lap, he was going to race us a lot harder than what I thought he was going to. I thought he was a lap down. I cleared him. I just thought he was going to give me the spot, and I guess that's my fault. Like I said, I didn't realize he was on the lead lap battle in there. So as much my fault as anybody's, I guess, and shouldn't have squeezed up in there. But anyways, so then Eli kind of came down. I don't know. I just talked to him and he kind of come down. I was on the inside and had the spot. And so anyways, yeah, got about 13 seconds of damage there and battled through that, got most of it fixed and just tried to race as hard as we could right there at the end, try to get a good finish. So that's about it.
Well, we knew that this was going to be a points night for you. You were paying close attention to where that 18 was. Unfortunately, it ended up in front of you. But you're still making the cut, man. The final four, Nick Gardner, Richard Holland, Corey Cook, and Keaton Tripp. So going into Rockingham, the mentality here, I think you're on the right track. You got to get a win. You're looking good. You've been strong all season. What's the recipe here?
I don't know, man. Rockingham is a tough place. It's not, there's nothing normal about that place. So
No.
it's anybody's race. You know what I mean? It's just going to come down to whoever has the cleanest race, I think, and stays out of trouble. And, probably whoever can keep it up front, probably, I'm guessing. So, but I think you're going to probably have to get a win with these guys,
Yep.
Nick really turned it on lately and Keaton's always fast, and Corey, you never know where he's going to be fast and pull off a win. So I think you're going to have to run up front, and I think you're going to have to win it.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Richard. And we've watched this whole season be the same way, and it was a must-win to get in. So at the end of it, I think it's going to play out to another must-win. And we're going to go with the excitement because it's shaped up to be a great season, a very successful season for the ARCA of the Twisted Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it. And next week, man, it's going to be go home or win. That's all there is to it.
Yep, it's the Super Bowl, man. It's
Yep.
win or go home, We're going to be ready for it, though. We're ready.
All right, so that was the 31. You got anybody want to thank? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Nope, that's fine. I just want to congratulate Nick on the win tonight. He had a great run. I want to thank Vern for racing me hard but clean there at the end. That was a lot of fun. I want to thank him. You guys, everything you guys do for the league, Brad. The broadcast you doing this on Tuesday nights is awesome. You do a good job at it. I got to thank Nation, and and stuff. Like I said, we work so well together every week, and it's a lot of fun to work with them guys. Even though Ricky and them guys have been struggling a little bit, but yeah, just want to thank it. And, I want to thank everybody that comes out and watches this stuff, like watches it live. I keep forgetting to thank all the fans that watch this thing. There's so many people that watch it live and comment on it, and they kind of make the broadcast, what it is in a sense, and so I got to thank all them guys for coming out and watching every week. So.
Absolutely, man. Those guys, I mean, like I said to Nick, without the drivers and without the fans, there's no point. So we're absolutely thankful for all you drivers, all you people that come out and watch. And, the How Amy show, it's got a lot of votes. So that's fun to watch too, and we appreciate all of you for coming out. We're going to see him next week. This is going to get really interesting. This is the time to watch.
Yep, it's going to be a hell of a battle next week, I think.
Alrighty. Well, again, congratulations on making the cut and that second place finish and that turbulence you had to put up with. We'll put you back down in HJRM. You go get them next week, all right?
Thank you, buddy.
Take care. All right, it was the 31, Richard Holland. And he needs no introduction. He does not need moved. He runs the league. He runs the races. Third place finisher tonight, the 14, Vern Bradley, and race reporter.
Yeah, and race reporter tonight, but I went ahead and switched back to my broadcasting rig.
All right, so you got back on just in time.
Yeah, I had to. I had to take a quick break, and I got to get that Oculus off after those races. My head is on fire, literally.
We watched the turbulence of this race tonight, Vern. And a lot of points guys that you thought were counted out, and they come back, and it's going to be so interesting. We just talked to Richard Holland, and we talked to Nick, and we pretty much have decided it's going to be the same as it was all year. A must win. It's so competitive in here. So
it really is. It's just going to be a must win to win the championship. I probably didn't even realize how good these guys have gotten or how fast that series was until I've spent the last 2 weeks driving in it, Coop. Those guys are really fast.
For sure. You watch that 18, and we're always talking about how he's good at saving, but look at what he put down there at the end of that race. And I know you made a slight mistake, but at the same time, at 31, he was quick too. Even with a little bit of damage, he was hanging with you. So there's a lot of guys in there.
Well, and that's the thing. And I wasn't racing for points, so I sent it in there. I didn't hold nothing back. I did. I sent it down in the corner, and it didn't come off the corner. It didn't come off the corner, and that time it didn't. And if it was points, I'd probably lifted a little bit earlier and drove it a little bit easy. But I just went in there wide open, open.
It is fun to find the limits when you're wide fucking open, though.
It is, and that's what WFO is all about. And for me, the last 2 weeks has been a ton of fun. I'll tell you that Nick probably said it best when he said it was one of the best. It was the best Texas race he's ever had on iRacing. And I'll tell you, the last 2 weeks, you can race hard with these guys, and they keep it clean. And I pay them the same respect. I'll keep it clean, and we just have good, hard racing, and that's what it's all about. Literally,
for sure.
That's when you have the most fun, and when you can trust a guy to drive that close to him in the corner. That really says a lot right there, Coop. You get that here.
We watched you guys bury it all the way into turn 1, bumper to bumper, for a solid 10 laps on the end of that, and nobody came out the other end scathed. It was. I
didn't worry about him. I didn't worry about him, brake checking me early or anything like that, or him bobbling a little bit. I never worried about that. I knew I could ride his bumper until I found an opening and then take it and not really have to worry about him messing up. But I really pushed the tires there at the end. And like I said, for me, it was fun. For those guys, it was points. And at the end there, I should have let Richard go a little quicker than I did, but I was still having fun racing in the heat of the moment. So,
well, we don't let anyone do anything. I mean, if you're in the lead, you got to hold it, right? So don't blame me there, man.
You do. I wasn't giving nothing away there, and I made him work for it and earn it, and he did. He did a great job. He shows why he's won so many races this season, and he's right there in the thick of it next week come championship time, Coop.
Yep. So again, we're going to show these. Well, I can't show it. I don't know why my Discord quit showing images, but Nick Gardner, Richard Holland, Corey Cook, and Keaton Tripp are your final 4. So congratulations to those guys. And we don't want to count out Corey Cook. I mean, we talked to these other 2 guys, but don't count out Corey Cook. Don't count out Keaton Tripp, because those guys are fast every week. You never know when Corey's going to just pull off a win out of nowhere. And Keaton's always up in the front.
Keaton's the same way. Keaton was fast tonight. He just he missed it a bit on the pit strategy late. I mean, we all went down pit road with like 20 or 22 to go, and he
Yeah.
chose to stay out with a few laps on his tires, and it come back to bite him. So
Yep.
I think Keaton may have actually been the fastest car on the track tonight.
Yeah, I could agree with that, and I think Eli Green was another car that was gonna maybe pull it off because I was watching him on that second green flag run that you guys put together, and I mean there's no slouches in this league, man, no slouches. So
No, and Eli's only issue, and you guys probably heard me say something during the broadcast, or you probably heard me say it over the radio, but he's gotta just calm it down a bit.
yeah, well,
Yeah. When I passed him, I don't know if it pissed him off or what, but he turned right down and wrecked the 31, and you got to calm it down just a tad bit.
yeah, and I think they discussed that, and maybe it was just an oversight that he didn't realize the 31 and got that much of a run. Being outside like that, you lose a lot of speed. You're scrubbing the tires pretty hard, so we're hoping that, everything's good there, and I don't think it's going to carry over into next week. I think these guys get along just fine. So Rockingham next week, Vern. What are we looking at? Bumpy, tight groove?
Oh man, I'll tell you. I watched you guys in the truck series last Wednesday night run Bristol with one caution.
Yeah.
So I know what the drivers of the league are capable of, and when you can do Bristol with one caution, that's insanity at best. But we go to Rockingham next week. There might be 10 cautions, Scoop, and there might not be a caution. You know what I mean? It's really hard to tell. A lot of it, and I haven't tested the car yet, and I don't think the truck don't have a workable setup there, so I'm going to have to give you guys a setup for that pretty quickly here. But getting back to the car, I haven't tested it yet. When I do test it, I'll know a little bit about how it drives. And it depends on how the car drives. If the car drives decent, then there's probably going to be less caution flags.
Yeah. Well, we know that track is very rough, and they haven't really done anything to it since NASCAR left it. So you're 3 and 4. I mean, you could probably bounce the splitter. Yeah, you could bounce the splitter off that track 5 or 6 times before you get out of turn 4.
It's definitely rough, and we lost nation somewhere along the way tonight. I don't know. I'm hoping the feller had his life jacket on, but
and batteries, man,
I'll tell you, you try to teach these kids, and they just they don't always listen to you.
It's a generational thing.
Man, I'll tell you, Nick Gardner, looking at the point standings after I updated the points, Gardner and Holland are dead even.
Yep. Yeah, there was only
dead
1
even
point
on points.
before
That's
this
incredible.
race.
It's literally incredible. You got Keaton 11 back, you got Corey 15 back, but those will be the 4 racing for the championship, like you said, and each one of those 4 drivers is capable of winning.
For sure.
Each one of them. So it's going to be I'll tell you, it's going to be a lot of pressure on those 4 next week at Rockingham. It really is, and it's going to be a lot of pressure. And as a driver, that when you got 4 people zeroed out, so
it's easy to overthink it, man.
You're just trying to get everything you can get out there.
Yep.
And there's really no bonus points, so you really just got to go for the win.
Yep, you just run it till it fucking doesn't run anymore, and pray that it's in the lead when it happens.
Yep, when it gets into the wall, you just run her even harder.
So
That's
again,
how you got to do it.
At WFO.
21.
Oh, go ahead.
21 cars started tonight. I appreciate everyone that come out. Coop, you do an awesome job with the broadcast, man. I got to be the in-car reporter this week and had a lot of fun doing it. And hopefully I didn't cuss too bad when I was in there. And
there was something.
The nation dildo thing.
Yeah, there was one thing, but I mean, I think you get one a night. So.
Well, I think he said he had to go get batteries, and the only thing I could think of that he may need batteries for is, Bob.
He's here.
His battery-operated boyfriend. So, I don't know. We do thank everyone that tunes in, and hopefully they enjoyed watching the race as much as we enjoyed racing the race.
Oh, for sure. I absolutely enjoyed every second of that. And again, we want to thank everybody that puts this league together. Vern, I know you do an amazing job, and it's a hard job. and you do it for nothing. We'll thank Nation. I know it's hard to get good batteries these days, and all the drivers, everybody that's the
I'll
whole
tell you,
field.
Coop, Tim, Garrett, and Adam.
Yep.
Those three guys. It's difficult. It really is. It's really difficult,
Especially when you go race with
man.
the guys too. You go out on the track with them the next day.
Exactly. And for Tim and Garrett, they both raced in the truck series on Wednesday night, so they're racing a lot of the same guys that they had to call penalties against the night before.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it gets tough out there, and man, I'll tell you, I've done it, and I know how much they go through, and I really appreciate the heck out of them. I don't think I get to say it enough, but I appreciate the heck out of them, and everybody's stepping up this season, especially you. You took a huge weight off my shoulders, Scoop. Thank you, buddy.
Man. There's speaking of the devil right now. We got driver of the day. Al
We
Amy.
got 'em.
Not a good day.
Not a good day. Well, I mean, you brought her home in one piece though.
We did that.
So congratulations on your 6,487,000th. I don't even know how many it is now.
Hey, did the stream go down?
I hope not.
Well, I can only see like 10 things in the chat. I don't understand it.
I think chat just got tired. I think they went night-night. It should still be running. You should see a transitional screen.
You can see it. So,
Well, again, congratulations, Hal, on your driver of the day. We had a
Yeah,
weird race
thanks.
tonight. A lot of turbulence.
we did. Yes,
that-
sir.
I'm seeing the same thing on the chat, Hal, not to cut you off, but it's only showing,
Like Diana's and that's it, right?
yeah. It starts
Well,
at hers, and that's it. So it's a YouTube thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got
I didn't know why.
Marcus Sawyer's.
I went to live chat and stuff, but it's still, usually you can see the ones before, but
Yeah, Marcus Sawyer and GRRG. I don't know who that is, but they were the last ones to talk in my chat.
GRRG's Garrett
yeah, that's Garrett.
Helmlinger.
And then it just got quiet after that. But
But I don't know the other one, Sawyer's. I don't know him. So
he was looking for Brandon Wenning and Jared Cox tonight. He was watching them, so we got some TV time for them. Made sure he knew where they were at all times, and hey, we did a good job. I think this was a great broadcast. Tim, you did a great job up there in the booth. I know you had some shit to sort out there at some point.
Still do.
He's still sorting it out.
still sorting it out.
So, before I leave you, we'll remind you, Rockingham next week, Twisted Tuesday. We're going to go tomorrow night in the trucks at the same place, same locale, Texas Motor Speedway. It's going to be an interesting one. Points battle's just as interesting. Not quite as tight, but just as interesting. We got myself, who else is in there? Rick Fagone. I think Richard Holland's in there.
Cool.
So we got a pretty tight little points battle going. I'm trying to remember the fourth driver that's in there. I feel bad for not knowing that. Is it Eli Green?
Yeah, no. In the chase,
Yeah.
Corey
you
Cook's
have,
in it, right?
Corey Cook, Keaton Tripp, Richard Holland, and Nick Gardner.
Yep.
No.
Nick's in because he won,
for
right?
For trucks.
Oh, for trucks, you got well, we're not down to 4. We'll get down to 4
okay.
tomorrow.
It'll be elimination.
We
on
still
the
got
four.
8, and that
Okay.
one's led by Holland.
Yeah.
Then you got Martin, Coop, Fagone, Cook, Tripp, Sanu, and Garrett Helmlinger.
All right. So there you go.
That's the 8 racing for 4.
So join us tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Make sure you get your votes in for driver of the day, and we will see you tomorrow night. And thank you.
Coop. Good night,
Anytime.
everyone.